What's up, everybody? Back again with another one. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the languages of the Bible. And to start off, the Bible was written in Hebrew, and it was written in Greek. The Old Testament was in Hebrew, and the New Testament was in Greek. But Jesus, the main character of the Bible, spoke in Aramaic. So just a heads up about that. And then on the Quran is written in Arabic. So Arabic and Hebrew both are derived from Aramaic. So both are the two books that are the most popular in the world that are said to be written by God are both are both languages from Aramaic, and they're both written right to left. How many other books are written right to left and they are written in the derivative language of Aramaic? What are the odds of both of them being like that? It's just crazy. So, do I think the Quran or the Bible was written by God? I think whatever created the Bible and the Quran is more intelligent than human, for sure. I think that it's beyond my intelligence, and I'm not saying that's God or not, but that's definitely beyond my intelligence. Whoever thought of these books. And I mean, you can't just make that up. You could check your own research. That's Arabic and Hebrew both come from Aramaic, and they're both written right to left. Aramaic and Hebrew both have 22 letters in the alphabet. I'm not quite sure how many letters Arabic has, but either way, there's just another similarity right there between Aramaic and Hebrew. So does this make sense to you? This is why the Bible, doesn't seem like it registers or resonates with so many people, because it's written in Hebrew and Greek about Aramaic speaker and translated and transliterated into English, or in every language basically. But still, I think that's the reason there's so much separation in English, is because people aren't understanding what the true translations of what the word is, and they're not reading the literal translations. They're reading translations and transliterations, and they're not getting the gist of what the Bible is trying to say. The Bible is trying to tell you that you are God's and awake thy soul. That is the most important part of the Bible, is that you are God's and awake thy soul. Because in the beginning there was God, and then God created the universe, and then God created us out of the universe. So, do I think all this stuff makes sense? Do I think that it's all real and God wrote the book? I'm not saying God wrote the book or not, but a human did not write the book by itself. That's one thing that's guaranteed. The Bible or the Quran, they were both written by intelligent design, and that proves intelligent design. People say atheists say there's no intelligent design. Try to make a flower, try to make a tree, try to make a planet. Tell me how to make a planet, and I'll believe that there's no God. Until you can show me how to make a planet grow or be created, then I do not believe in atheists at all. I think their word is basically bogus, and everything that they say, whether or not it's positive or negative, we should just take it as an automatic lie, because If they can't believe in the most obvious truth that there is in the world, then they can't be believed about anything else. So do I think the Quran and the Bible are holy? Yeah, they're definitely holy. They're holy if you read them in English. If you read the translations in English, they sound messed up and they don't sound right. It seems like something's off. And the stories don't add up. And yeah, granted, they're written a long time ago and things change, but it makes much more sense if you read the original translations of these books. I hope that helps, and just wanted to clarify about the languages of Hebrew and Arabic, the similarities that they both come from Aramaic, and they're both written from right to left. I think that's interesting. That points out a similarity of two books that say they're holy, and people all over the world are, trying to put their God on everybody else. They want their God to be the right God. The people in the Quran want Allah to be the God, the right God, and people of the Bible want Jehovah to be or Jesus to be the God of the world. But either way, they're both saying this God's right, but they're talking about the same God. So, I mean, in Judaism, it's the same thing. Regardless which religion it is, they're talking about their God, but their God is all the same God, acting as a different entity or being called different names. That's why it's bad that we don't all speak a universal language, because when people talk about something, it's in a different language, or it's translated or transliterated, so it doesn't make sense when it comes down to the translations. So if you take things back to where they originally come from, in their original form, you find the truth. And that's what you'll find in the Bible or the Quran, is the truth of an intelligent creator or designer that created this universe, created this realm, created this dimension, created this earth, created this state, city, an area, location, house that you're in, for you to understand this stuff. All that exists really is you and God. There's you and God, and that's it. Nobody else exists. God is testing you, and it is a game that you're playing with God, but you are all that exists amongst God. God is everything, and you are a part of that everything. But the only thing that exists is you and God. So you could alleviate your problems and know that you do have somebody on your back, but you got to watch your P's and Q's, because you do have somebody on your back. How else would God be able to keep track of the sinners? It's a simulation. There's no other way that he would know what every deed and every wrong deed that somebody would commit. If the computer or the computer simulation was linked up to everything that we did, it would develop a point system or something along those lines. Then the creator would know when someone's doing certain things, and he wouldn't have to be present. He would know their whole entire life, because every time they go left, they get a point, or every time they go right, they lose a point. And he can see all the times they went this way and all the times they went that way, and not without even checking in on you all the time, just by looking at his computer. Because God is an intelligent designer, programmer, creator that we just can't understand and will never understand. But at least if we want to understand, those two books will help you get started. They're not the end-all be-all solutions, because they were written by man as well, but they were inspired by divine intelligence. I think that's pretty gnarly. Alright, have a good one.